Fox 5 News at 6 starts right now.
This decision affirms what millions of Americans already believe in their hearts. When all Americans are treated as equal, we are all more free.
A Fox alert tonight. The Supreme Court rules in favor of gay marriage in every state. And the weddings are underway already here in Metro Atlanta. Live team coverage of this historic decision just moments away. But first,
the Fox 5 Storm Team tracking rain and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. There's some activity firing up on the Fox 5 Live Viper right now. So let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist David Chandley with a first look at our forecast.
And David, what is this rain going to mean for our weekend plans?
Well, for this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow, we're going to have to move them indoors in a lot of spots there, Russ. Sunday looking a little better, but right now, the matter at hand, some severe thunderstorms have popped up across North Georgia, and this is all now north of the perimeter. The latest we have up here, one in Cherokee County and one in Forsyth County. This one here kind of winding down just to the north of Canton, up 575 right now. As it pushes off to the northeast, they're moving very slowly, about 5-10 miles an hour, so a tremendous amount of rain has been falling. Adam Klotz in the Storm Center now, and we're tracking this one as it makes its way up towards Tate in a minute, Marble Hill in 13, Holcomb in the next 21 minutes. Possibility of 60-mile-an-hour wind and 1-inch hail. We've already had hail reported near Reinhardt College up there in Cherokee County, and we also have some trees down possibly right around that parkway up there at Reinhardt. So keep that in mind. This storm here has really blossomed. This is Forsyth County into Dawson County right now, moving up towards the Dahlonega area very slowly into Daugherty in 4 minutes and on into Landrum in about 18 minutes. But this cell, tremendous amount of lightning with this. Look at the hail here with the hail core. We've got our hail tracker on this now. In this view alone, 36 lightning strikes, cloud to ground. The hail possible, there it is, 3/4 of an inch, probably as big as a 1 inch at times. It melts as it comes down toward the ground, but we've had reports of golf ball size hail with the storm that was over here in Cherokee County no more than about 10 to 15 minutes ago. Moving upstream, a new severe thunderstorm warning just issued until 5:45 for Gordon County. This is right along I-75 in downtown Calhoun right now. This storm just kind of raining over its area. It's already been rained on, so watch out for some ponding on the road, especially along I-75. You can see the general motion there moving up to the northeast very, very slowly. Then in the North Georgia mountains, Hiawassee, Towns County right now, tremendous amount of rain. Another severe thunderstorm warning continues up towards Hayesville there in Clay County, North Carolina. And you're looking at the rain rate here. This cell's just been sitting there in Towns County. And check this out, as much as nearly 4 inches of rain an hour. Now, the storm's not going to stay there an hour, but do the math. In 15 minutes time, you can pick up an inch of rain in maybe a half hour, 2 inches. So that's going to cause some issues up there in extreme North Georgia. Now, as we look forward in time, we're going to see those showers and thunderstorms continue. We'll start getting into the act here in the metro area along about in the next hour, hour and a half or so, and we'll continue towards sunset. Then things kind of die down, but we're going to fire things right back up tomorrow afternoon. Details on that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you soon, David. Thanks. They ask for equal dignity in the eyes of the law. The Constitution grants them that right. With those words, the highest court in our country handed down today's historic decision.
Gay marriage is legal in every state. And here in Metro Atlanta, the weddings began right away.
Well, Fox 5 cameras were rolling in Gwinnett County this morning as couples said, "I do." Already, gay and lesbian couples could marry in 36 states and the District of Columbia. Today's ruling means the other 14 states, mostly in the South and the Midwest, can no longer enforce bans on same-sex unions.
And in DeKalb County, Pastor Nancy Christensen of St. John's Lutheran Church said it was an honor to perform the first gay ceremony in the county. Gay couples lined up at the DeKalb County Courthouse to get their marriage licenses in preparation of tying the knot. Many then went immediately to a chapel or had a ceremony outside.
And in Rockdale County, a couple getting their marriage license tells us they are relieved. The two have children and were worried that if something happened to them, that their children might be left in limbo. They say they are excited to get married and have the same rights as other couples.
Well, Fox 5 has team coverage of this historic decision tonight with Angelique Proctor and Portia Bruner standing by. But we begin with Fox 5's Morse Diggs, who's live in Fulton County.
And Morse, a mass gay wedding was held there a short while ago.
That's true. You know, Russ, in the news business, when we use that one word mass, typically it's followed by something that is negative, something that is dangerous. Well, today we had mass marriages and a mass celebration in downtown Atlanta, celebrated by dozens of gays, even those who did not tie the knot today. It was a celebration. Judges in their black robes agreed to recess their cases to perform very unique marriages.
Will you have this woman to be your spouse, to love her, to comfort her, to honor her, to keep her, and forsaking all others, keep you only unto her for so long as you both shall live?
Yes, I will.
Cass Simonson, wearing the hat, stared at her partner of 15 months, Laura Rivera, and in just a few moments and after a few common phrases, they were married. The mass marriages planned out over a week for gay couples.
This is one of the watershed moments of American history. Fulton County is pleased to host the ceremonies today.
So the couples got the news from the Supreme Court this morning, and for a fee of $75, they could purchase a license and hear the judges tell them to come on down to get married. And of course, with the Simonson-Rivera couple, there was one phrase that's not very common when the judge pronounced them wife and wife. The judges also made note of the fact that the room was full of family members and friends, and they said, look, they were proud of that, and it made it seem like any other Friday in downtown Atlanta when they will often have marriages and they'll have families gather. So it's a point where they want to say we're getting married. It no longer has to be a gay marriage, but just marriage. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, outside the Fulton County Government Center, I'm Morse Diggs, Fox 5 News.
All right, thank you, Morse. Well, we cannot forget that with all the talk of weddings and the excitement surrounding the decision, there are many in our community who do not see today's ruling as a win.
Yeah, the faith community in particular is disappointed with the High Court's decision, or at least much of it. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor is live tonight in Atlanta with the other side of this story.
And Angelique, critics believe this decision really chips away at the foundation of marriage.
Right, I've talked to a lot of people today who are not pleased. Now, clearly, there are several segments of our community that are disappointed, particularly since Georgia had already banned same-sex marriage with a referendum. Let's go now to a statement that came into our newsroom just a couple of hours ago from the Archdiocese of Atlanta, Archbishop Wilton Gregory, saying, in part, the decision demands that I both continue to uphold the teachings of my church regarding the sacrament of matrimony, while also demanding that I insist upon respect for the human dignity of both those who approve of the judgment as well as those who may disapprove. Now, the Georgia Baptist Convention says it is disappointed and saddened by the ruling, which it believes contradicts the Bible. Let's take a listen.
This is the worst court decision since 1973 in Roe versus Wade. As Georgia Baptists, we get our authority for faith and practice from the Bible. And of course, so we believe in biblical marriage as given in the scriptures. We're also disappointed in what the court has decided, because we really believe that the court should have allowed a decision of this magnitude to be made by the people.
Now, Georgia Republican Congressman Tom Price disagrees with the ruling. Representative Price says this is not only a sad day for marriage, but a further judicial destruction of our entire system of checks and balances. So clearly, a lot of division in our state tonight on this Supreme Court ruling. Reporting live from Gwinnett County, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Angelique, thank you. Now, Governor Nathan Deal released a statement following the landmark decision. He says, quote, while I believe that this issue should be decided by the states and by legislatures, not the federal judiciary, I also believe in the rule of law. The state of Georgia is subject to the laws of the United States, and we will follow them.
Well, in Gwinnett County today, couples were ready to marry as soon as the decision came down. Fox 5 cameras rolling as people who've waited years to marry got their wish. Now, Fox 5's Portia Bruner is live tonight in Gwinnett County with our story.
And Portia, what did you see out there today?
Can't believe it. Now we go upstairs. Now we get married.
Kelly Nash and Taylor Martinelli never imagined they'd get a marriage license issued in Gwinnett County. When Kelly proposed last year, the 21-year-old partners just assumed they'd have to go to Florida to get married legally. That's why they showed up at the Gwinnett Justice Center Thursday and Friday, anxious for a ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court.
It's long past due.
Yeah,
it's long past due. Marriage is not a heterosexual privilege. It's a human right.
The Loganville couple filed their paperwork, then had to wait a little longer for processing and for a judge willing and able to perform the ceremony.
We are gathered here today to join together this couple in holy matrimony.
As the young women exchanged vows adapted for this first-of-its-kind ceremony.
Do you take Kelly to be your partner in marriage?
Richard Rice and Sandy Sanderland were applying for their marriage license in the same courthouse, knowing many are offended, but hoping many more are inspired by Kelly, Taylor, and every gay couple who takes this step.
There are people who are still going to have issue with it, and it may raise, concerns. It may make people angry. So I think it's a positive step. We're going in the right direction.
It was really very special for me to be able to do this. And just to be able to participate happily and not have to worry what ramifications might come.
I'm military, and so having her on my wills and my beneficiary and all that, it's just a plus. And insurances, it's just an extra thing. The bonus is getting married to my best friend.
Kelly and Taylor tell me they were prepared to get at the Sonesta Hotel because they say the hotel actually reached out to them and told them if they couldn't get married anywhere else, they would be welcome here. They ended up having their reception here. Coming up tonight at 6, you'll hear more about a pastor's concern, a Gwinnett County chaplain who says he feels like this is still wrong, but he understands the law. We're reporting live outside the Sonesta Hotel in Gwinnett County. Portia Bruner, Fox 5 News.
Thank you, Portia. And please stay with Fox 5 for continuing coverage of this historic ruling.
We will have live team coverage tonight on Fox 5 News at 10 and on The Edge at 11. We invite you to join the conversation about this gay marriage ruling on our Facebook page. And remember, you can have every new development in this story sent right to the palm of your hand with the Fox 5 Atlanta News app.
Meteorologist David Chanley back with you. Brand new severe thunderstorm warnings going on in the northern suburbs right now. Let's add Dawson and Pickens County to the list. This cell now creeping out of Cherokee County on into just southern Pickens County, just to the south of Jasper right now. The possibility of some 1-inch hail. Hail's been reported in Cherokee County, so no doubt that storm is producing some. And as we look on Forsyth County, moving into Dawson County, knocking on the door of Dawsonville right now, the possibility of gusty, damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour and that 1-inch hail. Both those warnings will be in effect until 5:45 this evening. Now, this storm here in Calhoun, tremendous amount of lightning. Look at this. In the last 10 minutes, 123 cloud-to-ground lightning strikes. Look at this, just getting peppered, almost continuous, just to the east of Calhoun right now on I-75. Tremendous amount of cloud-to-ground lightning with that storm. Also some hail and heavy rain has been kind of pounding the area there right across I-75 and moving up towards the northeastern part of that county. Still holding on to severe thunderstorm warning in Towns County there. The cell hasn't moved at all. Hiawassee there. Looking at rainfall rates probably 1 to 2 inches an hour at least. So some flooding could be an issue up there in the North Georgia mountains. We'll continue to fine-tune the forecast, keep you updated on the additional warnings as the afternoon goes on.
All right, David, thank you. And we turn now to breaking news in the search for 2 escaped inmates in New York. We have just learned that one of those fugitives, Richard Matt, has been shot by police, and Fox News is reporting that he is dead. We're told that the second inmate, David Sweat, is still on the run. This manhunt is happening right now in upstate New York, just a short distance from the prison where they escaped 3 weeks ago now, and not far from the Canadian border. The two broke out of the maximum security facility on June 6th. Matt was serving 25 years to life for the 1997 kidnapping, torture, and hacksaw dismemberment of his former boss. Sweat, who's the one still on the run, was serving a life sentence for killing a sheriff's deputy. We will continue to follow this breaking news and bring you updates throughout this newscast as soon as we learn more. In the meantime, it's been a subject of concern in Rockdale County. This week, flyers for the Ku Klux Klan were found in several driveways. Many homeowners complained, and Rockdale County law enforcement launched an investigation.
Now, today, though, the Rockdale NAACP is taking a stand. They're insisting that this type of Klan recruitment will not be tolerated. These are the notices that some Rockdale County residents found in their driveways Sunday night. Advertising the White Knight Clan, these flyers were stuffed in plastic bags with either rocks or candy. But after multiple residents complained, police canvassed neighborhoods picking up the bags.
And they were intended to divide our communities in ways that would be very destructive.
The Rockdale County NAACP's president addressed the matter today, calling for residents to continue to voice their concerns.
Let the ignorant individuals who distributed those flyers know that racism will not be tolerated here.
The Rockdale County Sheriff says information on the flyers points to a KKK chapter based in North Carolina. Well, today the Rockdale NAACP hoping to take a stand. The GBI is investigating a shooting involving 2 Clayton County deputies. It happened last night at American Inn and Suites on Old Dixie Highway in Jonesboro. In a release, GBI agents said 2 deputies shot a man and medics rushed him to Atlanta Medical Center. The deputies weren't injured. Authorities have not released the name of the person who was shot. Agents say they'll turn their findings over to the Clayton County District Attorney.
Some good news tonight for the DeKalb County officer injured yesterday in this terrible crash. Amazingly, he has already been released from the hospital. The crash happened yesterday on Glenwood Road. As you can see, the cruiser was crushed between an SUV and a power pole. Investigators tell us the officer swerved to miss that other vehicle. The driver of the other vehicle faces charges tonight.
Gwinnett County Police expect a man who was shot in the head inside his home to survive. That shooting happened at around 12:30 this afternoon on Valley View Drive in Stone Mountain. Police tell us the victim's girlfriend found her boyfriend fighting with an unknown man. She ran out of the house and called police, but police arrived and found her boyfriend was shot. She told investigators that she saw 3 men leave the home. 2 were in a truck and 1 was on foot. They've not made any arrests.
What a good man. Sometimes I think that's the best thing to hope for when you're eulogized. After all the words and recitations and resumes are read,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
to just say somebody was a good man.
Yeah.
Touching words for the people of Charleston from our commander-in-chief, President Obama there delivering the eulogy today as State Senator Clemente Pinckney was laid to rest. Pinckney was one of 9 people shot and killed in a massacre inside the Emmanuel AME Church. Fox 5's Claire Sims is live tonight in Charleston.
And Claire, a solemn day for that community and the whole country.
Yeah, and that continues here tonight. We're live in front of Emmanuel AME Church, where right now in just the last few minutes, another viewing has started for one of the Emmanuel 9. That's what people here in Charleston have started to call those 9 victims in this shooting just about a week or so ago. And there are actually 2 more viewings planned here tonight at this church. But today's service for Senator Pinckney, while it was somber, it was also joyous as people who knew him, including President Barack Obama, honored his grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
In words and in song, President Barack Obama honors the grace of Reverend Clemente Pinckney in a eulogy delivered to more than 5,000 people in Charleston. Pinckney and 8 others died just over a week ago after police say 21-year-old Dylan Roof opened fire in a Wednesday night Bible study at Emmanuel AME Church. The president focuses not on the violence, but instead on the grace that has followed. The people who have come together to celebrate love over hate, exemplified by the forgiveness of the victims' families for the alleged shooter.
The grace described in one of my favorite hymnals, the one we all know. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound
President Obama's speech also celebrates the changes made in the wake of the violence, the removal of Confederate flags from public places all over the Southeast, a symbol that he says still inflicts pain in the hearts of many Americans. But he warns that our country still has more to do. Mr. Obama urges people to open their eyes to the mayhem he says guns inflict, not just in mass shootings, but in everyday life.
It would be a betrayal of everything Reverend Pinckney stood for, I believe, if we allowed ourselves to slip into a comfortable silence again.
Reverend Clemente Pinckney, amazing grace and amazing impact in life and in death. 5 more funerals are planned here in Charleston over the next 3 days. Reporting live in Charleston, South Carolina, Claire Sims, Fox 5 News.
We have a Fox 5 News alert now. Police say they found a truck connected to an Amber Alert for this missing Tennessee teen on the right. They believe 14-year-old Haley Wilson is with a convicted child molester from Metro Atlanta. Now, the truck she and Benjamin Shook were last spotted in has been found in Grayson County, Virginia. Now, police want to find the two of them right away, so here's what we know right now. Benjamin Shook is 41 years old. According to police, he's an absconded child molester from Hall County. The pair were spotted at a Walmart in Marion, North Carolina on Tuesday, and now authorities have recovered their truck in Virginia. Let's give you another look at Haley Wilson and Benjamin Shook. If you spot this pair, pick up the phone and call police right away. Well, we are hearing all kinds of sounds coming out of the Weather Center, so we know that means some warnings, perhaps.
Yeah, we have several severe thunderstorm warnings out there. These storms now, the MO on them is damaging winds and some hail, a lot of lightning, heavy rain, and we're going to put up with this now into the evening hours, and then we kind of quiet down, and then we're going to fire it right back up again tomorrow. All right. But we're going to salvage Sunday. Sunday's going to be a great day, so we'll get to all that momentarily. This is Fox 5 Live Viper right now, and Adam Klotz and I have been monitoring this all afternoon, and we just kind of flipped the switch a couple hours ago, and then bingo, here come the severe storms. This one now in Pickens County. This cell moving off to the northeast, slowly 5-10 miles an hour. Adam put a track on that. You folks up here towards the Amicalola area, here comes the storm your way, capable of those damaging winds and the hail and the heavy rain rolling into Alton rather, in 26 minutes, Emma in 31, and up towards Amicalola there in 36 minutes. They're trying to stay together. They're slow movers. A lot of times they'll just rain themselves out. This storm now in Dawsonville, this is the one that came out of Forsyth County. It's in downtown Dawsonville right now, heading up towards Lumpkin County. Put a track on that here as it makes its way toward Dahlonega off to the northeast at about 10 miles an hour. So here it comes your way into Buttsboro in 8 minutes there, just to the outskirts of Dawsonville, between Dawsonville and Dahlonega. Still have a storm that's pretty active, although it's a lot of lightning with this. Look at this, 82 lightning strikes in this view alone in the last 10 minutes. Storms moved out of Calhoun and moving up towards the Murray County and the Whitfield County area there in northwest Georgia. But look at all that lightning. Cloud-to-ground lightning has just been intense and almost continuous just to the outskirts of Calhoun. No reports of any damage right now, but certainly something to keep an eye on, and you need to make sure that you're inside and away from that lightning. The warning is expired up here in Towns County, and the warning should be expiring there in Clay County, North Carolina, as the storm has moved out. Now, here in town, we've been watching for anything bubbling up. Take a look at this cell that we had right down here, just inside the perimeter, just to the outskirts of the airport. Just nominal at best, but it's out there. And we expect a few more things to kind of trigger as the afternoon and evening progress. And then once we lose the heating of the day after 8 o'clock, then the showers and thunderstorms just kind of drift away. And by early tomorrow morning, could have some possible showers out there, but waiting for the storms to redevelop come tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures, well, they're going to slide down through the 70s. We'll be in the low 70s by daybreak tomorrow morning. Much the same story around North Georgia, upper 60s to the north, low 70s down to the south side. And then tomorrow, with clouds and showers and thunderstorms, many areas will keep in the mid-80s, some 70s up there across North Georgia. So let me take you through the timeline and show you how this front's going to be coming our way now. This is finally a cold front coming this direction. Out ahead of it, there's going to be some unstable air, and we're going to see some showers and thunder showers as early as 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then look at this, just kind of peppered all across the area throughout the course of the afternoon and early evening before the front drops through. The drier air in here coming in here on Sunday. But before all that happens, we have the prospect to see some more severe thunderstorms. In fact, SPC, Storm Prediction Center, has upped us into a slight chance, which is their standard risk for most of metro Atlanta through the day on Saturday, to see a storm capable of damaging winds and some hail. So on our severe weather threat chart, we're going to see some heavy rain with these, no doubt about it. The tornado threat is very, very low. Wind damage threat, though, is medium. Hail is low, but some of those storms will be producing 1-inch hail or larger. Now, here is the good news. Watch this. As we roll on through Saturday night, storms go away. Here comes the drier air waking up Sunday morning. Look at that. Low to mid 60s for wake-up temperatures with a clear sky. And by Sunday afternoon, we're looking at a lot of sunshine and highs holding in the 80s. You're welcome. Here's the outlook for Metro Atlanta now in the Fox 5 Storm Team AccuWeather forecast. Rain and thunderstorms likely on Saturday. Sunny and mild on Sunday with a high of 86, low of 66. Sunny and a little warmer on Monday and 88. We bring back the afternoon, early evening thunderstorms in here middle part of the week, but I'm keeping the high temperatures in the 80s. We'll continue to monitor the storm threat. We'll have an update for you tonight at 6.
All right. Thanks so much, David. And thank you for watching this special web edition of Fox 5 News at 5.
We will see you live on the air for Fox 5 News at 6 in about a half an hour. And remember, we're live all the time in the palm of your hand with the Fox 5 News app. Download it for free from your Apple or Android store. We'll see you soon.